my God, we're back again.
On stage, AJ sells sex. But offstage, 22-year-old Alexander James McLean is romantically involved with one woman. Though unlike Kevin and Brian, he's not yet engaged. Amanda Latona, formerly a member of the aspiring girl group Innocence, has a track record of keeping things in the Transcon family, with a list of ex-boyfriends that includes members of both NSYNC and LFO.
It is kind of weird to have to look on the TV every day and see her ex, and it's like, you know, go away.
Go away? LFO maybe. NSYNC, no time soon. But there is one central figure in AJ McLean's life who regrettably did go away.
My father was never really talked about a lot growing up.
When AJ was just 4 years old, his parents divorced and his father virtually disappeared.
Last time I saw him, from the time that my parents were separated, I saw him when I was about 12 years old. I at first didn't know who the hell he was. And then my mom kind of clued me in. She kind of, you know, pat me on the back and said, you know, that's your father. And I was like, oh, okay.
Despite his father's absence, AJ recalls an extremely happy childhood, growing up in Florida without any brothers or sisters, but surrounded by a large extended family. AJ's mother faithfully drove her son from audition to audition as he excelled at dance, gymnastics, and the theater. And when his star began to rise at an early age, his family cautioned him about his prodigal dad.
My family continuously filled my head with, you're going to be successful, you're going to make a lot of money someday, you're going to be a big superstar and all this stuff. And they also said, your dad's going to come looking for you when he sees the little dinner bell ring and he sees the, you know, cha-ching. And I didn't believe that either. And just as things started to pick up, phone calls started coming in, started getting Christmas cards, started getting birthday cards. Like, wow, man, what?
Tough,
they were right.
But 2 years ago, after noting that the return address on a piece of mail was only about 15 minutes away from his own home, AJ impulsively decided to pay a visit to his estranged father.
Why the hell not, you know? So I went ahead and checked it out, and sure enough, you know, there he was. Backstreet memorabilia up on the wall. He had been keeping up with the whole Backstreet thing since the whole thing started.
Did that feel weird, knowing that this guy was out there following what you were up to? But
it was kind of awkward. He kind of expected me just to, like, jump back into it and just become your son all over again, and it's just, I couldn't do that. You know, I was raised solely by my mom and my grandparents. My mom is the most wonderful woman alive, and she, you know, had to play the role of both mom and dad for me, and whether it was me having a guy problem or me having a problem with girls, or me, I mean, she was there for everything, you know, and he wasn't.
And even today, AJ remains emotionally conflicted, if not outright cynical, about the prospects of a long-term reconciliation.
What do you do? Because that is still my dad, you know, I mean, that is still my flesh and blood, and you know, I look at someone like Kevin who doesn't have a father right now, and, you know, I do, but, you know, I'd love to fix things, but you just can't, you know.